Hello, in this video I want to do a master study of this man right here. It is a magazine that my mom gifted me with old paintings, and I want to recreate this one on my sketchbook, on my oil painting sketchbook. These are the colors that I will be using: Payne's Gray, Titanium White, Yellow Ochre, Red, Naples Yellow, Orange, Green, Brown, whatever. Linseed oil too. Hello people, how are you? Today in this video I wanted to make a little sketchbook session. I don't know if you noticed or if you saw one of my last videos, but I did quite a sketchbook session too, but also I was talking, like it was sort of like real time. It does have some cuts in it, but I try to make it as real and as accurate as I. So yeah, I think in this session I also made something that I really liked. It was a master study. And I'm about to show it to you. This is still wet. It is this one page on the left, and I think I'm pretty proud of it. Like in side by side from this one on the right to this one on the left, it's pretty good. All right, it's way better. So yeah, watch this video if you really wanted to see how I did it and how you can do it too. And that's it. Let's go on. I started this sketch with a charcoal sketch. I started this painting with a charcoal sketch. I have this oil painting sketchbook that I made myself, and this is the last page. It has another on the other side, of course, but this is the last spread, so I wanted to film it and do something pretty, something nice that I feel proud of. So this is what I did. In the end, I ended up pretty happy with the results. I think you already saw them. But yeah, I started with a charcoal sketch, and surprisingly, it was quite easy. I was looking at the painting. You know what? It was hard that I have my stuff laying flat on the table, on the desk, so that's what makes it a little flat for the angles, and I have to be putting my head, like especially when I'm recording, that's what is hard, that I cannot put my head in front, like totally in front of my sketchbook, so that's a little uncomfortable. However, it doesn't really matter. And well, I started this painting with the darkest colors first, as it is easier to go from dark to light. I find that it is really hard to achieve true rich dark colors if you start with whiter colors. If you start with lighter colors, it is way harder. So yeah, if you are a beginner to oil painting, I recommend you to do that, to start with the darkest colors first and work from there. I also forgot to mention that I had added these blue underpainting on the canvas sketchbook. I had added this way back. I didn't even remember it was there, but it was, so we're just rolling with it. I don't know if it affected the painting so much. I don't know how it would have looked if it had like an orange or a red underpainting. I guess I have to figure that out later. I will do also a painting with an orange underpainting, which is what I do usually. So yeah. Also, I decided that I didn't want to spend a lot of hours editing this footage, so what I did is that I low-key sped up the whole process, so it wasn't that hard for me to edit every single thing. So yeah, please and thank you for that. I hope you don't mind. And yeah, that's when I started with the skin colors. I feel like I could have done the skin colors way richer. However, because I feel like they are a little pale or a little grayish or maybe like muddy. I feel like that's something I need to fix on my color palette. Somehow my skin tones, I feel like they're always muddy. I don't know if that's like my own blindness or if it's true. If it's true, please tell me, because I genuinely want to know that. Oh, by the way, the painting that is on the left, on the left side of this sketchbook, I also made it a video. It is on my channel. I will leave it here. I also made that like this. I recorded the whole process and then voiced over it. So yeah, that's what it is. If you're interested on knowing the whole process of that painting, it is also on my channel. Be free to check it out. Also, some parts of these pages of the canvas sketchbook are not completely primed. Like, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the borders, the part that is bounded, isn't really primed with any gesso. So that was a little hard to get the paint on. However, the rest of it, the page, like the whole other page, was fine. So I don't think there was any problem with it. I did this sketchbook, I think, in January, so it's gonna be a year. I want to finish it before the year ends. I really want to finish this sketchbook before December ends, as I started the first page on January 12th. So at least, I'll be good if I finish this on January 11th, which is one day before it has a year. It also has a very few pages. It has like 10, and I managed to make a painting on both sides of the pages, so it's not like one page per sheet only. Also, I've been really inspired by magazines. I got this one from my mom. She gifted it to me, and it has a lot of like old paintings. I wouldn't say very famous paintings, because if I'm not wrong, these were for sale. I don't know if they're still on sale, so they're not like very famous paintings. However, I did found some pretty cool ones, like many others apart from the one that I'm painting. However, I wanted to make a portrait, and I really like this one because I love painting these skin tones, and by skin tones I mean red nose and rose cheeks. I love doing that, especially, actually with every single portrait that I do, I like to add that little touch. I feel like it adds a lot of warmth, and I love warmth. I love feeling cozy. I love the feeling that it gives, so that's what I chose this specific portrait to make a study of. However, I want to make also one of those figurative paintings on my sketchbook, except that I want to make it on pencil and just like a little quick study. I'm not really sure about that one yet, but if I do, I'll share it with you on my Instagram. I also shared like a lot of pictures of this on my Instagram, so please check that out. I feel like, I don't know if you actually check my Instagram or not. I don't know like if the people who follows me on Instagram is from here, so that would be nice to know, except I don't know how. But anyway, I feel like my most favorite part on this portrait, again, as I said, was the nose or the cheeks. Like, it was so satisfying, I swear. And by the way, it took me like I would say almost 5 hours maybe. So let's say I started this yesterday. I started this yesterday, and I did it. I worked on it for like a couple of hours and let it rest, and then this morning I woke up and I did only a couple of details, like only just the little tiniest details that I couldn't do while it was wet. So that's what I did today. So basically I would say yeah, maybe like a couple of hours. I don't know how many hours actually. I'm gonna check if I can see how many. Okay, so apparently on my gallery says it was about 5 to 6 hours. So yeah, I did took a lot of breaks. I always get distracted by a lot of things, so we will take that into consideration. And yeah, you know something I love here is the way the sun hits on everything on my desk. But yesterday it was a little hard to see what I was painting. You know, I have my phone right on top of the sketchbook, and it is an arm desk, so it makes my arms a little awkward, a little uncomfy, and also it limits the amount that I can get to my desk. Plus, the sun was hitting right in there, and it's oil painting, so it reflects a lot of light. It shines a lot, so it was kind of hard to see what I was painting. I was also cold and hungry, so I did my best. I tried what I could do, and this is what it turned out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.